2K Sports, everyone. We have some and both teams tonight unafraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position, locking down the middle. On defense, the Suns. Russell from outside. He can't hit that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Paul. Over Russell. That one rolls around and rims out.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Edwards. Crowder against Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Paul with a steal. And here they come. Here's Crowder. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Yeah, I don't know when Chris Paul sleeps. It's never during the game. Always active and keeping his arms moving, which is how he's able to swipe that one away. Well, what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Now here's Edwards. Towns for 3. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Here's Paul. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Shot's good by Towns.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
Here's Paul. Outside Booker. It's blocked by Gobert. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Crowder with a steal. Bridges outside. Ayton passes to Bridges. Ayton, a screen on Gobert. On the wing, Crowder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Paul. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Prince. Fires in the triple.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
The Suns trailing. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. From 10 feet away. The bank shot, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Towns. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch.
Here's Paul. Into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
The shot by Towns, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Booker finds Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Towns. He's got 5. Double team on Towns. Pass to Edwards. Puts up a 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Paul against Russell. And that one's good. Paul's got 6.
How much fun is it to watch this guy when he's on one like this? Loves to attack the rim.
Russell with the ball. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Towns a screen on Paul. Pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Up and over Crowder. The shot by Towns, no good. And he lobs it up. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Now here's Russell. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The T-Wolves up. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Here's Prince. Pass to Russell. Back to Prince. Here's Towns. Here's Edwards. And the shot is good off the backboard. Edwards has got his second basket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Paul passes to Bridges. Wing shot on the way. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better. Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Outside Booker from deep. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Edwards a screen on Paul. Russell from outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
I like how competitive Russell is. When you make a three-point shot and he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to come right back at you.
And he's going for the oop here.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Edwards a screen on Paul. Right side Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Russell against Paul. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got 8. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Paul against Russell.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Paul. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
Russell against Paul. Now here's Russell, tightly guarded, high post Towns. 6 to shoot. Double team on Towns. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often. Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
For three, Booker. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. It's good, and there's a block called on the play. He'll get 1 free throw.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And here's Paul. He's got 10. Takes it inside, and the shot goes in. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
Defense is not able to keep up with the speed, and really the awareness of Chris Paul that time.
Pass to Prince. Now Edwards. Booker defending. Down low. Stolen by Ayton. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Paul. Here's Booker. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. And Booker with the jam.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He could be an impressive dunker.
Russell against Paul. Russell to pass to Edwards. Here he goes. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And both free throws good for Edwards. It's stolen. And so it's Minnesota with a 6. Thanks very much, Allie. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority next time.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. Cameron Payne out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Cameron Johnson. Then there's Damian Lee. And it's Landale in at the center position. Payne with it. Guarded now by Anderson. From deep, Johnson. Rebound, Minnesota. Now McDaniels on the wing, Noel. To the paint. Reed in the post. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Suns trailing. Outside Payne. Pass to Shamet. Here's Lee. And they'll get another chance. Clock at 4. From deep, Johnson. He drops it from range. Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's McLaughlin. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's McDaniels off the drive. Reed in the post. And he can't get that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Lee on the wing. McDaniels covering. Here's Johnson. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jarrett Culver.
Well, remember, the Suns received heavy criticism for acquiring Johnson in that draft day trade.
Yeah, B.A., I don't know that it was about the players so much as how old Cam Johnson was, and Phoenix maybe trying to explore an upside guy with that high of a pick. Well, feels like the GM knew what he was doing. Cam Johnson's been a huge addition to this team, and his shooting has been remarkable.
Back to Daniels. Pass to Noel. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. A slam dunk by Reed.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Payne, the pass to Johnson. And the layup is good. Johnson's got 7 points here in the quarter.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Here's McLaughlin. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Outside, Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Reed to screen on Payne. To the inside. Reed can't hit. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And he's going for the lob!
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Payne. Now here's Reed. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Minute 32 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. He's off on that one. The Timberwolves have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Payne with it. Inside. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Noel. Tipped. They recover it. Here's Reed. Pass to Noel. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Outside Johnson. This for the tie. And they recover it to the right side. And here's Payne. Back to Johnson. Second chance effort. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Free throw dropped for Johnson. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Aiden, he's checked in for Landale. Mikal Bridges comes in for Lee. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Shamet. And it's Chris Paul in for Payne. Outside Edwards. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Town. Oh,
over the
are
top.
you kidding me? Wow, amazing.
Man.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
We're at the end of the third quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Russell finds Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
But when you're super creative like D'Angelo is, playing in the pick and roll becomes a really fun game within the game.
against Russell. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Knocked loose and stolen by Paul. With the crossover, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Personal foul.
Yeah, Chris Paul is not afraid of getting hit, whether it's him initiating it or anticipating it. Plays through that contact well.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Outside Edwards, lets it go from deep, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
He's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instincts just showing off from Russell there.
Russell against Paul. Booker for 3. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
3.
Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Towns. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Paul against Russell. Some solid defense from Russell. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Pass to Towns. It's stolen by Johnson. Booker goes in, and Booker with the jam.
Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Edwards with it. Booker defending. Towns a screen on Booker. Edwards a pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Booker with a screen on Russell. Outside Booker. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night.
2 minutes remaining.
A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be foul number 5 on him. Johnson against Towns. Towns double team. Pass to Gobert. Now Towns. Just 5 to shoot. And it's powered home by Towns.
You know, Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
Paul passes to Booker. 1:33 left to play in the fourth. Booker missing again. For Minnesota, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Pass to Edwards. Now here's Gobert. Towns down low. Johnson on him. The shot's good. Towns has got 19 points.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Back to Paul. Money. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Chris Paul has drained plenty of huge shots in his career. Easy to see why he's so revered.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. That one doesn't drop. And the Suns with possession. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. For 3, Booker. He connects. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Man, all Russell has to do is push out the distractions and focus on the task at hand. He can do this.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
For three, Booker. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up for... this game to play out?
It's going to be high scoring, BA, but you love to see one of these teams step up and get key stops. But more than likely, it's going to come down to who has the ball last.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Now here's Morant. Can't get it to drop. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Lets the 3 fly. Brooks with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Bain, the pass to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Love the execution. John Morant is big time at breaking down the defense in these sets.
Booker against Bain from outside the arc. Phoenix no good that time either. The 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball.
Misread each other on the pass, tried to recover, but too late.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Bridges.
Phoenix foul. Mikal Bridges. First personal foul.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. Got a piece of it. Paul with a steal. Now here's Bridges. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Bain against Booker. And that misses. That would have put him up. Morant against Paul. Up top, Bain. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Johnson a screen on Morant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Morant. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. There's the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
Now here's Paul. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Bain with it, and it's Paul picking him up. And stolen by Paul. And there's the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And Adams no good on that one.
You know what I like about Steven Adams is his intangibles. He's enthusiastic, he's a leader by example, and he's a role model for the younger players.
Now here's Morant. And stolen by Bridges. Right wing. Pass to Johnson. Ayton, the screen on Jackson. Pulls it from the top of the key. Johnson finds Booker. 5 to shoot. Paul into the lane. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Jackson with it. And here's Morant. Outside Bain. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The height and the reach. That makes Jackson practically unstoppable.
Here's Booker. Oh, Adams with the block. And there's the whistle. And I think that was a clear path foul there. Yep, the offense will get 1 shot at the line and retain possession. And Morant drops them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Bain. And he dunks it down.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Here's Paul. And he drives in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Paul's got 5 now.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
From deep, Morant. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
And so in the game for the Suns, Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps. And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Now here's Morant. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. From deep, Morant. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Jackson. Outside Morant. Paul with a steal.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
The kick out to Johnson. 3-pointer. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft, Smitty.
B.A., the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Here's Paul after the basket by Memphis. Outside Booker. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't go that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Pass to Bane. 3-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
The kick out to Paul. Ayton, the screen on Adams. Ayton inside. Adams covering. Tries again. Ayton, no good.
The defender made him change his shot. Still got it up with the double clutch, but that's not what his coach was looking for.
Here's Morant, and stolen by Bridges. In transition, here come the Suns. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Paul against Moran with the drive. And Chris Paul clears it away.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. Well, Smitty, recently it seems like mid-range shooting is making something of a comeback. More guys taking shots from that area.
And BA, I am so happy. There's nothing wrong with the mid-range game.
Oh,
my goodness! As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
They set the pick. Paul passes to Booker. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Morant's got 4 rebounds now. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. To the paint. Bridges against Brooks. Outside for Booker. Oh, Brooks with the steal. On the wing, Bain. Booker defending. Outside Moran. From deep. It's not going to go for him. The Suns go the other way with it. Now Booker. The 3 is up. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Moran. Pass to Adams. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Johnson a screen on Brooks. And so it's Memphis closing out
Your Grizzlies, 2030. The Suns, 12.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
We've got Brandon Clark. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Green, and it's Williams in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Booker, yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
Jones in the post. He's guarded by Paul.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
And Booker, here we go. And Booker with the jam.
Oh, even in a bad situation, Booker has finesse. Works around the foul with grace instead of power.
And the Suns will go for a different look here. Landale's checked in for Ayton. Crowder comes in for Johnson. Craig is checked in for Bridges. And Payne is subbed in for Paul. Payne against Jones. Pass to Conchar from outside the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Conchar's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
For 3, Booker. Clark grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Conchar. Off target with the 3. The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside Booker. Fires the three. The shot off that time. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Jones, the pass to Clark. Outside, Green. Jones from outside. Knocks down the triple. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Booker for 3. Payne. Jones with the block. Outside, Williams. Knocks down the long K. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Shamet, he's checked in for Devin Booker. Green finds Jones. Down low. Tipped. Craig against Green. Craig passes to Crowder. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Left side, Payne. Stolen by Jones. Knocked away. Williams passes to Clark. From deep three-point range. The shot no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. No good on his first attempt of the game. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Off the left rim and out.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Landale misses. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Conchar. And again, Memphis no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Shamet. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got his 5th rebound in this one. Jones from outside. Counted from distance. Jones has got 6.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Phoenix has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third.
Oh,
my goodness!
That's out.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Green for 3. The Suns clear it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Right side, Payne. Fires it from 18. Jones grabs the board.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
To the inside. Clark, the pass to Williams. Basket counts. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
And so it's Memphis leading by 17 at the end of the period. The hustle they've shown on deep. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Outside Jones, the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Paul. And he makes it on the layup.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
Memphis shooting about 47%. A nice number. Outside Jones. Here's Williams. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Boy, the Suns are struggling. Outside Paul. Yep, that one goes.
Everybody knows that he is a relentless finisher around the rim.
Paul's gone 4 for 8 from the floor. Paul against Jones. Here's Williams. Hauled in by Paul. Paul's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Johnson. The Grizzlies pull it in. 17 points was their biggest margin. Stolen by Bridges. Outside Booker. Pass to Bridges. The kick out to Paul. It doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Williams. And that comes off the assist by Green. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
And that's a great pass. Danny Green showing us he can do more than D it up and 3 it up.
Outside Booker. The kick out to Paul. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Smart move by Chris Paul, shooting right into the defender to win a trip to the line.
Paul hits them both. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Jones against Paul. Williams on the wing. Back to Jones. And stolen by Booker. And now the Suns fast break. Throws it up high. And stolen by Williams. Here's Clark. Ayton with the defensive effort. Johnson against Clark. Ayton, the screen on Jones. And stolen by Williams. Green for 3. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pass to Green. On the wing, Conchar. Shoots. No good. A bit long that time.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Oh, got that one up quick.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Outside, Williams. Memphis the rebound. Clark, no good. The Suns running out of time. So far in the 4th, they've allowed just 6 points. And Booker the bucket on the assist from Paul.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. Left side, Green. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Outside Booker. From downtown. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker is capable of, but cannot get a stop.
To the paint. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Booker can't get it to go. Williams from long range. And Ayton pulls it down. Outside Booker. Oh, nails the triple.
Oh, a high-volume score with just too many moves to count. Booker is so dependable under pressure.
Substitution on the court.
Tries a three off the inbound. Off on that one. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. I'm sure they would have preferred a... deliver, Allie, for sure. Thank you.
Go.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
George outside. Morris outside. George outside. Shoots over Booker. Here's Zubac. Here's George. And that one hits the back iron.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Zubac with the steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Oh, he touched it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Outside Paul. And he lobs it up. George with a steal. And Wall, here we go. Comes up empty down low.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
That's good from Ayton on the assist by Johnson.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now here's Leonard.
This is what the coaches are asking from DeAndre Ayton. It helps when he hustles and works extra hard on D. You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Here's Paul. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Right side Johnson. And there's the lob. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down. Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
He gets it in there.
Just cutting right there to the spot he wanted to get to. Paul George being very aggressive on that play.
The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and the point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
That one goes in. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Leonard on the wing. Pass to Zubac. Kicks it to George. 51 seconds left in the first quarter here. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. For three, Booker. The shot comes out, and Los Angeles the other way now. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
A nice shot by Zubac.
A defensive lapse. Can't give him that kind of position.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
And he lobs it up top. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's George. Down low. Stolen by Bridges.
Only one defender will get the steal in the stat sheet, but both guys made an impact there on D.
And that does it for the first quarter. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the one spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Wall, and George with the jam. Brent, some people have talked about the return of the mid-range jumper. Is that something you've seen as well?
I don't know, BA, if it ever really left. I mean, the guys that we talk about often have been doing it for years and doing it well. So coaches who understand that they have players that have a tremendous skill to make shots and make tough shots are still going to lean on possessions where that shot is offered up to the rim.
Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Here's Paul. Fader on the way. And Wall pulls it down. The Clippers in the lead. Morris down low. Covered by Johnson. George against Booker. George, good. George has got 4 points this quarter.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Kept alive. Second shot opportunity for three. Bridges. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to George. Driving to the basket. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
That's good from Paul. On the assist by Booker. Paul's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, so good with the handle is Chris Paul, putting the D on its heels.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all. The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
Outside Wall. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his fourth rebound in this one. Ooh, a good look from Bridges. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. Ball finds George. And here's Morris. It's George on the wing. Give him 8. Sinks it from distance.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space. Does not hesitate there.
Screen by Bridges. Paul passes to Bridges. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. For the finish. And the big finish by Wall.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead. Holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Now here's Paul. Shoots over Wall. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Paul's got 6 points.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Here's George. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall. And the Clippers lead by 7.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Johnson. For 3, Booker. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. Gets stolen by Johnson. Here's Paul. Right side Booker. Money on the 19-footer.
Well, the defense knows Devin Booker, when he's in a rhythm, can be problematic.
Booker against George. Pass to Wall. 19 seconds left in the first half. Just 5 on the clock. George. Oh, Booker with a block. Oh, deflected. Leonard with the ball. Outside Wall. Kicks it to George. For 3. And that's not going to go. Paul George.
With the score, your Clippers, 25. The Suns, 20.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Paul George has been sensational.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And so in the game for the Suns, they've got Dario Saric, Cameron Payne out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Jay Crowder, and it's Landale in at the 5, down low. The Clippers shooting a nice 50% for the game. Payne against Jackson. It's Powell on the wing. And he's going for the lob.
Well, he's got a scorer's mindset, but Norman Powell does play unselfish. You have a better shot, he'll give it up.
Outside Payne. Banked it in off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now here's Jackson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Right side Covington. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. The Suns trailing. Now Payne. It counts, and the foul. It's on Norman Powell.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And it's tied up with that one. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
And the call will be against Dario Saric. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Leonard against Crowder. And Leonard, here we go.
When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection. Wall
against Paul. Outside for Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Leonard. Drops in the layup for 2. Leonard's got 8 points.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Here's Bridges. And they get it back. Ayton passes to Bridges. Bridges, a screen on Morris. Johnson inside. George defending. 3 on the clock. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And it's Booker again missing.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now here's Bridges. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And Ayton more and more having these kind of nights from the center position, lighting up the scoreboard.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. A minute 22 left in the 3rd quarter. Morris can't hit. The Suns leading. From deep, Johnson. Paul George pulls it in. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this 3rd quarter. Here's Wall. And yep, it's good. He's got 6.
Assertive play by Wall inside. Pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Pass to Booker. On the take, and he comes up with a bucket. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the 3rd quarter.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
For your Clippers, Spirit Dance Team. Here they are, fans. Your Clippers.
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
There's 47 seconds left in the 3rd. Up top, George. Driving in. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Ayton, the screen on Wall. Paul against Wall. Paul with the bucket. Paul's got 8.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Wall, the pass to George. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the drive. And George with the jam.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here in the 2nd half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Chris Paul, as a veteran leader, just sets a high standard for the team that he's playing on. And it's really elevated the other guys.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Suns ahead, up by 2. All right, and now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Timeout called, the Clippers. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
George, left side. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Bridges against Leonard. Inside. Kicks it to George. Morris outside. Pass to George. Shot clock at 5. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Aiden's got rebound number 7 tonight. Johnson passes to Aiden. Oh, George with a steal. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Ball against George. Deflected. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Ball against George. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Here's Bridges. And here's Booker. Second chance shot. Out to Bridges. Pass to Booker. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one. Paul George stepping up big time.
The Suns trailing. Here's Paul. Shoots over George. From deep, Johnson. There's the triple. Connects from downtown. And the Suns lead by 1.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Leonard outside. Kicks it to George. Fires from deep. Here's Zubats. The rebound by Bridges. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Outside Paul. Pass to Bridges. Ayton, a screen on Leonard. Oh, there's the alley. It's tipped. To the middle. And George with the jam.
A good chance to see Paul George burst that time.
Up top, Booker. Looking to end this cold spell. That one a little long.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Back to Bridges. Let's go with a 3. Here's Ayton. Outside for Booker. Oh, he buries it from outside.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Here's George.
He has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Johnson a screen on Morris. Booker with it. Guarded now by George. Oh, and no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
People were worried that this was slow the previous close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant.
The rule on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He gets the first, and that makes it a three-point lead.
And even with the stakes this high, I wouldn't bet against Booker. He has this shot really dialed in.
Perfect from the line. It's now a two-possession game.
George outside. Oh, he nails it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Now here's Johnson. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one, and they barely squeezed out the...
Clark Kellogg in our sideline. Well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Russell passes to Gobert. Jay Crowder with the rebound. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Yep, it counts.
Paul's got a really nice touch from the interior, and you know, he likes to get in there and mix it up with the big guys any chance he gets.
They get a hand on it. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And Crowder comes it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Towns finds Russell. Gobert with it. And finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Edwards with it, now guarded by Booker, and stolen by Ayton. Paul goes in, got a piece of it. Booker outside. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. Lets it go from deep. A second chance effort. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Edwards passes to Towns. Towns against Ayton. That one doesn't drop. Gobert with the defensive effort. Minnesota off to a slow start. 4-point game. Prince dishes to Towns. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Here's Booker. Outside Crowder. Ball against Russell. Paul with the bucket. Paul's got 6 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Prince in the corner. Russell finds Edwards. Outside Towns. From the arc. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Towns is really good at the three-point line, and he's a volume three-point shooter and relishes taking shots from there.
Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Timberwolves now, trailing by 5. The sweet crossover 2.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Here's Paul. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
D'Angelo Russell, the 2nd overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his 2nd season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Here's Gobert. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Phoenix shooting their first free throw this game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Free throw good, Booker.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. 6-point game.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
And Booker kicks the ball. Back to Booker. Got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
Towns out to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Paul with the ball. 10 points for him. Pass to Booker. From deep three-point range, Gobert pulls it in.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Towns with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's Paul. Plays it up and banks it in. Paul's got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix.
Chris Paul in the zone. Get out of his way, folks. He knows how to take a game over, and he does it efficiently and effectively.
Russell passes to Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent can transform a team, as we know. So if you could play with either a superstar scorer or a defensive player of the year team, which would it be?
I think I've got to go with the defender, Kevin, simply because there are a lot more guys that do scoring at a high level than do defending at a high level. And if you have an elite defensive player of the year kind of guy, he can make a huge impact on your championship chances.
Suns leading by 6. Gobert with the block. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Here's Paul. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Left side, Towns. Russell passes to Gobert. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Kicks it out to Prince. Prince misses. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. They grabbed their own miss.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Booker against Edwards.
2 minutes.
A high post shot. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Gobert with the block. Here's Edwards. Tries to the hoop. Knocked loose.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
The three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The Suns leading. 1:11 left here in the second. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 14.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Russell kicks to Prince. Pass to Towns. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 5.
Excellent job by Towns to stick with it. He didn't let the defender get to him there.
Paul against Russell. Bridges left side. For 3, Booker. The rebound by Prince.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Towns penetrating. And the dunk by Towns.
You know, there's very little the defense can do to slow Towns down when he has momentum like that on the drive.
Ayton a screen on Russell. Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Towns, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
With 4 seconds on the clock, the putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Suns lead by 1.
Really like how Saric uses his size and length to get after the offensive glass.
All right, Dave, thank you. And
25, the Timberwolves, 24.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Reed. And it's Noel in at the 2-gun. It's tipped. Stolen by McDaniels. Jacks up a 3. Noel, no good. The Suns shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Saric passes to Shamet. Saric inside. Working on Anderson. Saric, that's good.
Saric knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. A 3-ball. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Suns have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Free throw no good for Johnson.
At the line for your Suns, Cam Johnson.
And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 3-point lead. Crosses over. And it's finished off by Payne as he lays it in.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Anderson the screen. Driving in. And the pass to Noel. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's McDaniels. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix.
Casting in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Here's McLaughlin. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Inside. Here's Anderson. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Payne looking around. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's the 3. That shot is off. And Minnesota now the other way. To the middle. Here's Reed. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Shamet. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's McLaughlin.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the paint. Here's Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Shamet. A three-pointer is right on target. Shamet's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's McLaughlin. Payne covering. Noel passes to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. 6 on the shot clock.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Suns leading by 3. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the third. Back to Payne. Passes it to Landale. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over McDaniel. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And that one, good. And now just a 1-point Suns lead.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Traps in the tray.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Noel. Down low. Here's Reed. And he banks in the layup. Reed's got 6.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
In the corner, Shamet with it. Another 3 for Phoenix. Here's McLaughlin. He got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The third quarter comes to a close. Suns ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Out to Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Ball outside. Kicks it out to Booker. And the 3 off target.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
To the middle. And slam dunk by Gobert.
capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Russell against Paul. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Towns down low, defended by Crowder. And Towns throws it down.
You know, we've become used to seeing Towns own the offensive end of the floor. Just lets the game come naturally to it.
Booker outside. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Suns lead by 5.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Outside, Towns. Crowder with the steal. Booker with no one around. Off target from 3-point range. Timberwolves trail by 5. Crowder with the steal. Ayton dishes to Bridges. Kicks it out to Booker. He feeds it to Crowder. Shot clock at 6. And there's Booker on the assist from Crowder. And now it's an 8-point Suns lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Phoenix.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Bridges kicks to Ayton. Pass to Paul. Ayton trying to break free. And Paul gets it to go in.
An incredibly hard guy to guard. Paul has such confidence in his handles. That ball's on the string with him.
Towns sets the pick for Russell. The kick out to Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And the basket is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
It's Prince on the wing. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Suns. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Russell. 1:12 left here in the 4th quarter. And the wide open shot from Paul. The shot comes out, and Minnesota now the other way. Towns for 3. Crowder pulls it in, and here are the Suns now. They're on a 12-4 run.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win
for the Suns.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Chris Paul.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Outside Edwards. And here's Prince outside. So it's the Suns winning easily here. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. marquee teams scoring off in this one. Richard, this is a game that's been on the radar for a long time.
Yeah, there's only a few regular season games that people actually look forward to, but this one, it gives us a good gauge of where the best teams are, a preview of how they could approach a potential playoff battle down the road.
Oh, well said. Yeah, a peek to what could be a matchup in the playoffs. And whoa, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Ball against Morant. Crowder kicks to Booker. Over in the corner, Paul. Pocket 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. On the wing, Bane. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Brooks with the bucket.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Oh, Ayton in position. Stolen by Jackson.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
First team foul.
Got a piece of it. And Adams kicks to Bane. Feeds to Adams. That one misses. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Hits it from three-point range.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
Morant against Paul. Here's Adams. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Here's Morant. That one wide left.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Ayton finds Crowder. Drops in the layup for 2. Crowder's got 7.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
The Grizzlies with another miss. The Suns have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. To the inside. Goes up. Releases. And it's Ayton missing.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Ayton.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets. Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Ball against Morant. Here's Adams. Out to Morant. Back to Adams. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Bane sets the screen for Morant. Goes up at the stripe. Outside for Jackson. 5 to shoot. Ayton trying to break free. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Jackson.
Welcoming any physicality on his way out. Morant enjoys that type of challenge.
Paul against Morant. Paul goes in. Booker with no one around. That 3 off the mark. Brooks the pass to Jackson. Outside, Bane. There's the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Memphis. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. So on the floor for Memphis. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Paul against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The kick out to Crowder. Bridges sets the screen for Crowder. Booker the pass to Bridges. 4 on the shot clock. For the 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Bane. There's the feed to Adams. Out to Brooks. This one for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. Richard, safe to say you were a pretty good defender in your day. So tell me, who was the most difficult player you had to defend?
I've had to guard some of the best scorers in NBA history. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. But there is nobody like Kevin Durant. His height, his skill set. KD is probably the most unguardable player we've ever seen.
All Hall of Famers. Wow. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got 9.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Brooks out to Morant. Jackson has the open look. No good on the triple. Suns trail by 17. Crowder inside. Jackson on him. Now, here's Bridges. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here's Booker from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Memphis?
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-Paul strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Out to Morant. They get it again. It's not going to go for him. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Got a piece of it.
Rejected by Brooks. Part of why he's stuck as a second rounder. Dillon gives great effort on defense.
There's the lob to Jackson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jaren knows what to do.
Here's Paul. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
1:15 left in the first half. And here's Morant. 8 points for him. Outside, Bain. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Ball outside, inside, a steal. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant with the...
Oh, I see you, big fella.
Can you believe that?
When he took off, I was not expecting that.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And the wide open shot from Crowder. No good from outside. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 17-5 run here. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Chris Paul picks up the foul.
First team foul.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Passes it to Conchar. Over Booker. Conchar can't get it to go.
Normally he drains that.
From past the arc. Booker, no good. It'll count. That shot off. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
14, the Grizzlies, 32.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton, and that's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Jones dishes to Williams. Banked in off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. No one imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
Pass to Booker. Bridges kicks to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Williams. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Lobbed up there for Booker. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Jones looking for an opening, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Paul against Jones. Paul kicks to Ayton. Here's Bridges. The putback. It's Clark with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Williams for three. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Here's Shamet. Grizzlies with the rebound.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Williams passes to Jones. Launches a three. And they'll get another chance. Suns trail by 21. That's good from Payne on the assist by Lee.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Jones with it. Tries it from the top of the key. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Jones has got 5 points so far. Suns have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Payne kicks to Shamet. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
The pass to Payne. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. The kick out to Williams. Off target with his three. Here's Shamet. Sharks trying to break free. And they recover it. Now Jones. He's got 5. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
And Jones over to help. Payne gets a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Payne's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, if they're doubling you, then you know someone is open to shoot. So smart move passing it out.
Pass to Concho. Fires the three. And another miss by Memphis. And he drives in, and it's good. 2 points. Shamet's got his first 2 points.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Outside, Jones. The kick out to Williams. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar into the 2 guard. Here's Conchar. Phoenix grabs the miss. Crowder's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. For 3, Booker. No good on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Paul against Jones. Kicks it to Green. Back to Jones. On the wing, Green. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Three-point field.
Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Goes up, and then Williams slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Left side, Crowder drills it from outside.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Outside, Jones passes to Concho. Crowder with the steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. Oh, Ayton in position. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Morant surveying the D. And stolen by Booker. Bridges outside. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Back to Bain. The dish now to Jackson. Morant, that's for 2. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Booker the pass to Crowder. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks against Bridges. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Paul against Morant. Crowder kicks to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Booker. Second chance shot. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Ayton.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Morant left side. Poked away. Phoenix has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Booker finds Bridges. And that one's good, Ayton.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
1:33 left to play here in the 4th. Outside for Jackson. Connects from 3-point range.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And it's Paul penetrating, lays it up off the glass.
It's his agility that helps Paul beat interior defense, especially when it's tight like this.
We've got 1:08 left in the 4th. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Memphis ball.
Here's Morant.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Grizzlies.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Dylan Brooks.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work. And this is his game. He's not going to settle or try anything further away from the rim. He knows who he is.
Morant passes to Bain. Back to Morant. Shoots the 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
From deep. Adams finds Morant. Off the left rim and out. So no problem for Memphis as they get the... All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. And it's the Suns to start out. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the one spot. Well, you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
Ayton finds Paul. No good with the triple. Ball against Paul. No good with a layup. The Suns have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Booker driving inside, and Booker with the jam.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
Paul against Wall. And the jam by George.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Paul against Wall. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time. How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
Oh, nicely timed by Wall. Just so gifted with tremendous length at his position. I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Now here's Paul. Shoots over George, and too long on the shot.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Paul against George. Paul passes to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
If there's one thing Paul does best, it's running an offense, finding the best look.
And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation. I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Bridges passes to Johnson. Rebound by the Clippers.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Zubac finds Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
And the dunk by Leonard.
That time he kept it himself. Leonard playing a chess game on the pick and roll.
Booker with a screen on George. Outside Booker. Puts up a three. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Booker with a screen on George. Outside for Booker. He takes it in. And Booker with the jam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Paul with it. Guarded now by George. For 3, Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
And stolen by Paul. By himself. And it's Bridges with the jam.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Booker against George. To stop the run. And George with the jam.
And he goes right after the guy who just scored on him.
Oh, he made sure to return the favor. Paul against George. Paul with the bucket.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
And the Clippers call time here. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Johnson. They get it again. Ayton passes to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Johnson a screen on Morris. Booker, good.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Here's Wall. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Morris for 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the...
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son's youth dance team.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Suns?
What they've done is they've looked to push the pace and transition early, and it's paid dividends with their fast break points.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Clock at 6. Booker can't get it to go.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. He can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now. Pass to Johnson. It's stolen by Leonard. Stolen by Bridges. And they're on the run. Booker with it. Checked by Wall. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers trail.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Now here's George. Give him 8 points now. And Leonard, here we go. And the shot goes down. Leonard's got 9.
On his drives, Kawhi can be just devastating, completely overwhelming the D.
Outside Paul. Drives to the hoop. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, BA, it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
And at last, they get one to fall.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Paul against George. Paul passes to Bridges. Outside for Booker. And stolen by Leonard. Down low. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Morris. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Leonard kicks it to George. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, Smitty, let's talk defense. Yes, that side of the ball. What makes a great defensive player in today's game?
I think the number one thing for me is grit. Also, D is about heart and desire. The best defenders never take a play off. They play hard all the time. They also study film, and a lot of playing defense is mental.
Now here's Johnson. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ball with it. Now guarded by Booker. Ayton against Leonard. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
Another stat they're doing well is in blocks. They're keeping their hands up and closing out quickly on shooters.
The Suns leading. Bridges passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
Morris outside. Leonard outside. George right side. Just 5 to shoot. And George with the jam.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Ball against George. And that one's good. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's George with the drive. Controls the rebound and the putback.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Outside Paul. 30 seconds left in the first half. Booker can't get it to go.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Ball with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Stolen by Bridges. In transition, here come the Suns. Booker finds Johnson. Hayden with a screen. The 3-ball. The Clippers grab the miss. With 1 on the clock. And the first half comes to a conclusion.
The Clippers, 27. Get ready for the Jabberwockies.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
On the floor for the Clippers, Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Robert Covington is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Batum in at the 5. Here's Landale. That shot off. And Los Angeles the other way now. Inside, here's Covington. He nails it, and we're tied.
Such a hard finish. Robert is a tough customer. He'll fight through contact when he has to.
Payne, pass to Sharge. Here's Shamet, defended by Kennard. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. From deep, that one's good from Powell. On the assist from Jackson. And now a 3-point Clipper lead. And for the Suns, they're shooting the ball at 48% so far. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
Powell with a steal. Kennard with it, and it's Payne picking him up. Pass to Covington. Back to Kennard. The shot. No good, off the front rim.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Shamet. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jackson with it. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here he goes. And the dunk by Jackson.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank. Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Count it. Good.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammate. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Jackson, the pass to Kennard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The pump fake from Kennard is smartly done. Can't get a clean look, but gets a foul.
So he gets them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Outside Payne. Pass to Shaman. This for the tie! Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Powell passes to Kennard. Now here's Batum. Up and in on the layup.
Such a creative scorer. Batum can do it inside, from 3, really anywhere on the floor.
Here's Payne. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Nick Batum. That free throw misses.
At the line for your Suns, Cameron Payne.
And he sinks the second. There's 1:12 left in the third quarter. Now Jackson fires the 3. It's hauled in by Šarić. Šarić has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Shamet. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Shamet's got 6.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Up top, Jackson, defended by Payne. And the dunk by Jackson.
Quick off his feet, the long arms, easy jam for Jackson.
Outside Payne to the inside. Here's Crowder. The shot won't fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. Outside Covington. It's hauled in by Landale. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Shamet. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Powell passes to Jackson. Pulls up on the wing. That shot, no good. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Clippers ahead, up by 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Leonard finds Wall. Pass to George. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Booker fires from way outside. Paul George pulls it in. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Wall. Oh, and Johnson with a block. George against Paul. Booker, the pass to Ayton. It's Bridges on the wing. It's stolen by Leonard. And he's going for the oop here. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Ayton with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Pass to Booker. lays it up and banks it in.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
George outside. Driving in. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 7 tonight. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Here's George. And the Clippers miss again. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Suns have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Right side, Paul. Bridges outside. Back to Paul to take the lead. And he lays it in.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
George outside. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Booker. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Suns?
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He was really urging them to stay after it, saying, quote, "We're right there, guys. Keep playing for one another, and let's take this game," bringing the inspiration. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Booker for 3. Here's Johnson. Pass to Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. Booker's got 19 points.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker's capable of, but cannot get a stop.
Here's George. Leonard finds some space. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Outside Paul. It's deflected. Morris with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. George against Paul. Here's Zubac. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now just a 1-point Phoenix lead.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it. When the game is close, Chris Paul is ready, an elite scorer who lives for clutch situations.
It's George on the wing. Booker defending. George passes to Zubac. Stolen by Booker. Wall against Bridges. It's rebounded by Zubac. George for 3. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Pass to Bridges. Stolen by Wall.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
Oh, the trifecta!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line.
And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many previous plays, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that gives him a lead.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
It's George with the drive. Count it!
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 1. 1 second left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
They've got one last chance to win it. It's got to be a catch and shoot off the inbounds play. They don't have time for a second pass.
Oh, George with a steal. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty.